This is a forest of fruit trees, and it can feed you for your entire life. I'll show you how that's even possible, but first, let's look at the food system now. Food is produced in a monoculture, which means massive fields of one type of produce. This leads to land depletion from tillage and single crop usage. To produce these crops, farmers have to use heavy chemicals and fertilizers. The tillage of the ground, including the fertilizers and chemicals they use, is not good for the soil health. Food is also shipped all over the world, which in some circumstances is okay, but more local food would be better for everyone. Some places used to donate unused food, but because of legal action, they do not anymore, and a lot of it ends up going to the landfill. I personally have seen hundreds of pounds of ice cream thrown out. All that milk and chocolate produced just to go to the landfill. Hey, it's not like anyone looks in the dumpster, right? The key fruit supplier of Whole Foods and Walmart just went bankrupt, so this is something that you may want to pay attention to. Before the solution, let me explain the idea. Our food production is centralized, which leads to big business shipping unripe fruit all throughout the world. Unripe fruit is sometimes ripened through artificial and chemical means. Not to mention that unripe fruit will never taste as good as truly ripe fruit will. This leads to parasitic metrics, benefiting the big businesses. I propose we create a symbiotic system where food is more decentralized. Growing food should be taught in schools and integrated into systems, making food production more local. I call this system Biote. This system is based on first principles of good incentives at the core of culture. Now, to truly create a sustainable system, we have to integrate things like vertical farming, where all space is used, hydroponic farming, where water is used with nutrient solution to grow plants, aquaponic farming, where fish waste is used to supply the plants with nutrients, and in turn, they clean the water for the fish. And finally, animal farming, like regenerative agriculture, where waste can be composted and used as fertilizer for the plants. I envision a world where we install fruit trees and use space as efficiently as possible. Shrubs, vines, ground cover, and trees can all be replaced with an edible counterpart. Homeowners, cities, and counties can all do their part. Parks would be great places to build community around growing food. Less useless grass and more edible gardens, please. Grocery stores could grow simple things like lettuce heads. Restaurants could grow the herbs they were using for their plates that night. Homes could be diverse with edible plant life to sustain families, and after that, they could help sustain families around them. A better and more local system to ensure food gets eaten and is grown with good practices. Growing food would give people purpose and create a better mentally and physically healthy society. If you've never eaten a ripe fruit or vegetable off the plant, you're missing out. Food abundantly available throughout cities would help the homeless population tremendously. Looking after all these plants would help produce more jobs as well. Biote would be proud. A wise man once said, "To eat is to live." We all have to eat, so why do many of us not know the plants that our food comes from? The decentralized movement starts with you. So get out there and grow some more food. Thank you, and see you next time.